Good morning, everybody, and welcome to a Saturday morning before the shop opens. So on this little video, we are going to do a little demo of beading. So, and what you need to do and get started. So the first thing we're going to do is show you how to thread your needle. Obviously, for this purpose, we're not using the right thread, but we want you to be able to see it, so therefore we're using a thicker thread. Okay, so Andrea's going to talk. She doesn't want to be seen on screen with her face today because it's Saturday and she's in her gym clothes, and she came in just to do this. So let's go for it.
Okay, to start with, you want to cut your beading thread twice the length of what you want to stitch with, which is about 18 inches. So you're going to want to go full arm out, stretch, and then you're going to need to stretch it. You've got to stretch your beading thread nice and tight to get rid of that stretch. If not, your beads may be loose because the thread will stretch as you're beading. So once you get it stretched, and if it's beading thread, you're ready to go. If it's floss, splendor, mandarin, anything strandable, you need to run it through some beeswax. And we actually have some pretty cool beeswax, new beeswax in the shop. So beeswax, just run it through once. That's all you need to do. So then you're going to take that beading thread and you're going to fold it in half. You're going to have your two ends that are cut on one end, and you're going to have the loop on the other end. So you're going to take the loop and you're going to run it through either a very small threader, or just eyeball it and work it with your fingers. So you're going to thread your beading thread. So you're going to bring your needle up closer to the end with the cut ends, okay? Then you're going to go to the back of your canvas on stitches that you've already done, and you're going to pull your needle through like you normally would, but instead of coming through again, you're going to actually go through the loop with your needle and your thread, and you're going to pull tight. That is called a loop knot. Then your other two ends are at the other end. The other reason to do this is that if you make a mess or mess up or put the wrong bead or don't like the bead, if you do it the other way, you have to cut your needle off the thread. Then you're gonna have to put the two ends back in your needle anyway, number one. Number two, it also makes it easier for you to use more of the beading thread.
Quick side note. So one of the things, if you remember, okay, well, you would remember because it just happened, is she went through something she already stitched. This is why you do the beading last, because beading, one, goes on top of the canvas, but two, you're gonna anchor it through something you've already stitched. Okay, that's my side note. Take it away, Andrea.
Thank you. When you get ready to end it, like you do a needlepoint, you're gonna come back through, stitch in the back. Only this time, you're going to actually take one of those ends out and you're gonna leave the other one. Then what you're gonna do is you're actually going to tie a knot. Just one. Just tie a knot. Then you're gonna take this end that you pulled out and you're actually gonna be putting it back in, maybe. Then once you put it back in, you're just gonna run it and hide it underneath other threads and then tie it off. And that is how you end your beading thread. So then we'll go back through and we'll hide it in the back. Hide it in the back and then cut it off to hide your threads. You also want to bead using two strands through your beads. The next video will be showing you how to lasso your bead in place.